Living at raised levels of consciousness, our harshest critic is always ourselves. As our awareness increases, we naturally hold ourselves to higher and higher levels of conduct, not only in demonstration, but also in the very thoughts which surface in our mind. To be clear, no one who steps on the path of living on the spiritual basis has control over the thoughts that float up into their awareness. No one. What we do have is a toolkit, a spiritual toolkit, so that when negative or destructive thoughts materialize in our mind's eye, we address them in the light of our raised consciousness. Now, the mistake routinely made is one of comparison. Somehow the thought is born that we should be further along the path. These negative thoughts an indicator of our lack of progress. Nonsense. A cloudy day is just a cloudy day unless we choose to believe the clouds are an indicator of impending doom. A thought only has power if we choose to empower it, for good or ill. Now, self-condemnation empowers the negative, invites into our consciousness needless suffering, and stifles growth. Do not let impatience drive you to despair, to needless wear and tear in your psyche. Life isn't a race. When a curious negative thought surfaces, do not waste time trying to figure out where it came from or why it appeared, for to do so opens the door to reflecting morbidly, which should be avoided like the plague. Upon becoming aware of a discordant thought, gently give it over to God in directed prayer, and then in meditation, ask if there is anything additional He would have you see. Now, remember the lesson of the campfire ember? When a burning ember from the fire lands on our shirt sleeve, if we brush it off immediately, no harm will be done. If, however, we stop to contemplate on it, the result will be the sleeve will have a hole in it, and there may even be a welt on our arm to mark the hesitation. The embers we readily embrace are typically the ones that caused damage, the ones we thought about, reflected on morbidly. With God's help, brush off those curious negative embers reflexively, remembering the sun is always shining behind the clouds, and the miraculous wants us all to be happy, joyous, and free. My name is Vincent Lee Jones. You can find my writings and videos on Blogger. Title of the page, Living in Spirit. You can find them on Facebook as well, at Miracles of Recovery. If you search Vincent Lee Jones, you'll find them on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Vimeo. Have a blessed day.